I reverted to some negative old ways as well, but just
out of all the people that make music,
yeah.
a very small percentage make any money off of it,
Yeah.
and an even smaller percentage make enough money off of it to sustain
themselves. Yeah,
So that's a feed in and of itself. And then to sustain yourself as an openly Christian artist.
for sure. Then when you get there, like they want me to sign their clothes. It's like, you don't even know who I am.
Yeah.
I stopped doing church shows.
Ruslan.
So how long from kind of dropping out of college, going to pursue music full time until you started kind of like, okay, like this financially could be your thing. Like this could be a career path. How long did that take?
Like 2 years.
2 years, okay.
Yeah, by like 2018, by 2018, I was doing it full time.
Okay.
Like I moved, like I said, I moved out of my apartment in Oklahoma City. I moved to my boys' couch, like the rap story. I moved on my best friend's couch, and it was really them. Like it became financially, like I was able to do that financially because of my friends. Like my boy JV, he let me stay with him, and like he would let me pay rent late. Like sometimes he like covered me. Sometimes he got on to me as well. Like just as a man, like you can't be late. But it's like even what I'm saying, my brother now, like like I feel like I have I don't know. It's like you just got grace to do it. Like I've been graced to he put the people around me to allow me to pursue this dream full time. You know what I'm saying? Outside of me getting it on my own, I feel like the people around me helped me, push me, to kind of fulfill everything that I've fulfilled.
Yeah, that's dope. Yeah, I mean, they say that the 5 people closest to you will often determine who you will become in the next 5 years. You know, so it sounds like you have some really good people around you that believe in you.
Yeah,
and kind of pull that out of you, while at the same time holding you accountable.
Right.
All right, look, just because you rap it, you still got to figure out a way to make money.
Exactly. Yeah.
What were the things you had to do in the meantime, in between time, like to earn money, like jobs, career, anything like that?
Yeah,
in the meantime?
I reverted to some negative old ways as well, but just
You was no.
What?
I was gonna say you said it's negative. I wasn't thinking that. This man went straight.
I don't know where you was going with you. The way
That's
you
I'm
stopped.
trying to figure out where you was going with it. You said you reverted to some negative things.
It was. I had to. I don't want to go there, but I had to do some.
That's smart. See, you're not self snitching.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
No, you can't tell on yourself. But I did a few things that I wasn't proud of, but at the same time, I feel like I did everything that I was supposed to do. Not that stuff.
Yeah.
I'm saying everything else.
Yes.
To not have to do that.
Got you.
And it wasn't like all the time. It was like slight stuff.
Yeah.
But like then again, I feel like the biggest thing is like I was just graced.
Yeah.
So it's like things always just worked out.
Yeah. Can you be more specific?
Selling my clothes, selling my shoes.
You was hustling.
Yeah, for sure. Doing mad features. I've probably done like 400 features.
Yeah.
Like mad features.
Yeah.
Like, I don't even know like how many features out there.
Them joints come out and you just scroll past.
I was just taking like I might post it. I like, dang, I did this. I don't even remember.
That's the wild part when you do features and don't remember.
Yeah, like I'll see some stuff or somebody will tell me like, man, you killed this feature. I'm like, what is this?
Yeah. You ever done a feature and been like, God, I gave away a good
one.
I gave him a good verse.
Oh, nah.
This joint ain't gonna get 1,000 plays.
That's a good point. That's a good point. I feel like that's another reason why I feel like I just look at it different because I'm naturally a hooper. So music, writing, like poems, words, stuff like that's where I'm natural at. But like rhyming and melodies is like I had to work to get good at that. So it's like I took the chance to every word, every verse. It's like, nah, like I can do this. Just flow out. I ain't gonna slack on a verse because I can write a better verse or I can write a verse just as hard as this. It's like, but I ain't never thought of that.
You've never had a verse that you let go and then heard it back and was like, yo, this is a hard.
Maybe a line, maybe a bar.
Okay,
like,
we all got that.
Yeah, maybe a bar. It may have been like a bar where it's like, but it's like I'm gonna get something harder. Or at that time, like this one thing I do too is like, if I come up with a fire bar, I'll just at the same time I'll just make derivatives so I could use it again, but in a different way. I don't know. That's just maybe that was self snitching. Like people gonna be like, man, this dude he be recycling bars.
I think it's one of those things. Like a lot of artists don't like doing features, but then from the flip side of it, is if you're still developing, you're kind of getting paid to practice. You're getting paid to practice. So you do 400 features, and let's just ballpark 500 a feature.
Yeah,
that's some good money
for sure
to get paid to rap while you can experiment with melodies and try different settings of your vocal chain and play around with stuff.
And that's exactly what I did. I didn't do it intentionally, but just unintentionally. That was my perspective.
Yeah.
Like, not to get paid to practice, but like, man, I'm gonna use this, like, because I did. You should think like, man, if I make something this good, like, how I'm gonna do it again.
Yep.
And me and my boy JV, who I used to live with, we had that conversation because he do all my graphic design art, and we've had a conversation like that. Like, man, like, I'm always scared to put out something fire because it's like, what if the well runs dry? You know what I'm saying? It's like, we can't think like that. If we think like that, then it will.
Yep.
But it then again, it won't, because God ain't gonna take the gift from us.
Right.
He gave us the gift already.
Right.
So
that's right.
It's that, you know what I'm saying? That battle within.
Yeah. That's good, man. That's such an interesting thing. The journey of a full-time creative. Yeah. Right as they're trying to figure out like the financial side is always fascinating to me. That's why I'm curious. Like, are you doing odd jobs? You hustling feature? Like, what are you doing to sustain yourself until it kind of stabilizes?
I mean, I've been stable for like the last like 2 years. Yeah. Like, I might have a month where I'm like paying bills, get groceries, little miscellaneous fun. That's it. I may have a month or 2 or even 3 out of the year like that. But for the majority, I feel like I'll be straight. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And then sometimes I'll get, you know what I'm saying, what they say, like, you get checks in the mail, you get bonuses. Yeah. All of that.
Mailbox money.
Mailbox money, for sure.
Mailbox money, yeah.
That back end.
And the crazy part is, man, like, you're of like the 1%. Out of all the people that make it in music, out of all the people that make music, a very small percentage make any money off of it, and an even smaller percentage make enough money off of it to sustain
themselves. Yeah.
So that's a feed in and of itself. And then to sustain yourself as an openly Christian artist.
For sure.
That's really, really, because now you're talking about independent musician trying to figure it out, and then on top of like, now you are and you're a Christian, so you have kind of like one arm tied behind your back, right? In terms of we all got things we can't say, we shouldn't say.
We shouldn't say, for sure. Yeah, because I was even scared at a point in time, because I stopped doing church shows. I did unless it's at my church, or like, I don't know. I just don't like getting random calls or emails from a church and like accepting it. Like, I went to a church in like 2018. It's like, I'm not the type of artist where it's like, I don't want people to just jump up and down. Like, that's not how I write. Like, I want you to listen, think, you know what I'm saying? Take it back, learn something. Even if it's a vibe, like, even if it's on some vibe type music, like, you can, it's the spirit, it's the soul behind it, not just for you to, like, let's get hyped. Because, I don't know, I went to my last church show like that. It's like, I perform for these kids. I'm performing my songs like Big Rank. Like, I'm performing my song Big Man, talking about my pops, my relationship with my dad. And these kids they're looking at me just jumping up and down. I'm like, dog, I'm talking about not having a relationship with my dad. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And that's when they kind of click, like, this is not why I do it. Like, I can get this money, but it's like,
you got to figure out another
lame for real.
Forward.
It's lame for real. It's like, and not to say doing church shows is lame, but to me, like, the way that I present myself, my music, this is not where I feel like I'm called to. I feel like somebody else could get this check. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So
that's great though. I mean, that's self-awareness. That's good. That's good.
Because I was ready for it. Like, this is 2019 or 2018. I got like 25 bands plus travel and lodging. Like, I hadn't even put out a real project for real. Like, I haven't even had real money put behind my music, and I just got $2,500 for flight and lodging.
That's big money. That's big money when you're a rapper.
Like, huh?
Yep.
Y'all gonna pay me $2,500 to fly to North Carolina in the middle of nowhere to do what? Yeah. Then when you get there, like, they want me to sign their clothes. It's like, you don't even know who I am. Like, what you want me to? Why am I signing this? Yep. So it's like, that's when it clicked to me. It's like, man, I gotta get it another way. Yeah. That's why I do so many features.
That's the evangelical industrial complex, right? There's an entire industry around youth groups, around CCM, around all these different things. And so what happens to artists is that I don't think our brains can decipher standing in front of people and knowing the difference between, like, I went and built an audience from the ground up, and these people paid $20 to come see me perform, versus I'm at a venue and there's 1,000 people. I don't think your brain knows the difference, right? So as an artist, you just like, I'm lit. I'm in front of 1,000 people. I'm in front of 500 people. And you can start deceiving yourself and start thinking like, yo, they're here for me. Like, and so what happens, and then from the financial side, what you're talking about is then when you're not building the hard ticket draw.
Yeah.
So for every $2,500 show you did, the business way to build it would do those occasionally if you want to do them, but really to go out and build a 200-person room.
Yeah, 150.
Take an L on the finances, but develop the intimacy with the audience.
Who said you even gonna take an L? Like you could probably like with those 200 people, you probably sell all the merch.
Yeah. Oh, that's true. Yeah, that's a fact.
That's a fact. You might, or let's say you do it's a 200 show, but you get 80 people, but all 80 people buy merch.
Yep.
You might only have 75 pieces.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
now you in high demand. You come
good.
out in the green for
that's
real.
Good.
Like
that's good.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's like I don't mean to say it's lame. Like I ain't trying to like dump on nobody that do that. I feel like it is artists and people that's supposed to do that. But I feel like anybody just kind of taking that money is, I ain't with it.
Yeah. Hey, if you want to see the full podcast that this clip is from, be sure to sign up for our Patreon community for as little as $5 a month. This is a great way to partner with what we're doing here and help us continue making content. So be sure to look for the link in the description of this video or the pinned comment below. I'll see you over there. Peace.
And it said that Simeon blessed God.